We
Fire.
are back. Welcome back to the Gets Done. We're going mobile. We are here with Nene Soliai Tui, the
Yes.
mother of Malaki Soliai Tui. How's it going, Mom? Can you share a little bit about the emotions, the feeling, what you're feeling right now? Because there's a lot that went into it. With traveling and just seeing your son grow. What
Yeah.
is the emotional behind? What's going on right now in your thoughts?
Earlier today, I was really reflecting about when he was in Pop Warner.
Mm,
I actually was looking through his old photos and was kind of like tearing up
mm,
because just to see him, grow from, I think he started at what, 7 years old. And, now he's 17, 18 years old.
mm.
It just felt like all my, those times you wake up early, you gotta get them to practice. It's all the sacrifices. It just felt good today. It just felt like,
Almost like a big, okay, we're
yeah, like I did a good job. It's okay, because
there. You
sometimes
go.
we're so hard on ourselves,
Yes, yes, yes.
especially as mothers. We're so,
You want the best, right?
yeah, we want the best, and I will go to war for my kids. Like,
Mm,
that's the type of mother I am,
yeah.
and I always want the best for them. I want them to play at the highest level. Not just about football, but as a person.
Right, right.
I think my husband, who is from Samoa
Mm.
too, so I also like to give him credit too.
Shout out to the Uso. He's back home, yeah.
Yeah,
So you
he's in
get to travel.
Texas.
So
I
just
get to
let everybody
travel.
know she
Yeah.
gets to go back and forth,
So yeah, so
right?
Lucky played his eighth grade year in Texas. He did well there. They loved him there. They wanted him to play varsity as
Mm.
a freshman. But he said, "Mom, the boy's not the same. The culture not the same. The discipline is not there." So
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, son? Okay, so I try to give my kids the choice. I try
Nice.
not to, no, you're gonna do this, this, this. But I feel like as parents, you need to give your kids that opportunity to make those decisions,
Mm.
because look where we're at now.
Yeah, yeah. It's a blessing,
It's a blessing because he's able to make decisions to go to college. And I told him, I'm here to support you, but at the end of the day, this is your life.
Mm.
You're the
Yeah.
one that's going to be playing football. You're the one that's going to be experiencing this college life. And so I try to, I am kind of overbearing, but at least we communicate. When if I'm
Yeah.
being too much on him, he'll be like, "Mom, you know can you
Mm.
just relax a little bit?"
That's really good.
So that's the kind of
Yeah.
relationship me and
Yeah.
Malaki have.
That's so good.
So
No, because he did share with me his experience back in Texas, and he wanted to come back home and
yeah,
just to see all this come like a full circle complete.
yeah,
To see these young men grow up together, and the great thing, they're going to the same school together,
right.
and they're going to do it together. You know what I mean? So it's almost like paying off all the work that you
Yes,
guys put in
yes,
with Coach Sola and all the other coaches and parents and grandparents
yeah,
that surrounded him with love. Yeah,
yeah, yep. And it really takes a village.
yeah.
I was just thinking that, like, his first coaches, the coaching staff. We had Coach John Wong, we had
Mm.
Peter Tailele, we had
Yeah. Oh man,
so
Peter was my coach
yeah,
too
Peter
back then.
Tailele.
Yeah,
Pop Warner was
yeah,
the thing back in the day. So yeah, shout out to Pop Warner and all the aunties, all the team moms. Like,
yeah,
they put in a lot of time and energy. So I want to thank them, and his teachers.
yeah.
Everybody that comes in contact with him and made a difference in his life has helped him where we're at now.
That is because it is a special moment to go to college.
Yeah.
A lot of kids here, that is the ticket to go to help the parents so they don't have to pay for school is through
Oh, yeah.
sports. Maybe not sports, or maybe other, maybe band or other things. So whatever you're doing, whatever our kids are doing, we just want the best for them.
Right.
That's what you're saying, and we can be hard on them.
Oh, yeah.
That's love.
Right.
Yeah, and just to allowing them to make that choice to come back home. How difficult was that for you?
Oh, that was really hard because, I actually moved there. Like, I got a job there, and everything. But then
Mm.
at the same time, I'm like, this decision is going to shape him.
Mm.
Imagine if he did stay there and I made him stay there. We wouldn't be here. I don't think. I mean, maybe he would have
Yeah.
gone to another college on the East Coast side.
Mm.
You know, because I mean, Texas is a powerhouse
It's,
too.
it's a football
Yeah.
country,
Right.
whatever. Yeah,
But I think it wouldn't be, on the West Coast where,
yeah.
it's closer to
Yeah.
home. So,
And just to see the support now,
oh yeah,
it's almost like, okay, boom, this
Full
is
circle.
done. We committed to the school.
Oh yeah.
What is now? What are you pushing him now to his
Oh.
senior year going? What is that talk now?
So now because I'm representing him,
Okay.
we decided not to go with an agent.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with going with an agent, but
Right,
I feel like
there's nothing wrong with
there's
that.
nothing wrong with going with
Just
the
want to let everybody know
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's always an option, but
Yeah.
for me, in my situation, I think everybody's situation is different.
Yes.
For me, I felt like I want to take on the challenge.
Okay.
I know I have the best interests of my son.
Mm.
So, starting now, we're going to start, doing more videos, getting him more out there because he's too humble sometimes.
Mm.
He's a country boy mentality.
Yeah.
They-
Stay laid back
yeah,
behind the
too
behind
laid
the
back.
behind the door.
So, I got to crack it open. So,
Good.
yeah. So,
Good.
we actually had a videographer on Thursday.
Hmm.
So, he's like, bro, you got to get used to this because
Yeah.
you're gonna have more interviews. You're gonna be in
Yes,
the
yes.
spotlight. You're gonna
Yeah.
be in the public eye. You
Yeah.
know, now you're gonna represent UCLA.
Yeah.
So that's huge. So I always tell him, whatever you do now, all eyes gonna be on you because UCLA is a family now.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt. That's why that was my choice. He already knew what my choice was.
Mm.
Just because they're so family oriented. The coach is from Hawaii, the defensive coordinator.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Ikaika Malloy, graduated from Kamehameha. So, and the linebackers coach, man, you should have been there when they came to the Koku practice.
Oh, yeah?
He's just one of those happy-go-lucky guys.
Yeah.
And then all the kids, all the country kids were like, oh, who's this guy?
Yeah.
He's just over there like shaking everybody's hand, pumping them up in the weight room.
Oh.
But I'm glad he did that because that's how it is on the next level. Like
Yeah.
the energy that he had, so that's why I love his linebackers coach. Love his linebackers coach.
But mom, it sounds like you were there every step of the way to guide him and still allowed him to make those choices and I know what he shared with me is his faith that he leans on with all of you and
Yeah.
and your grandparents, your parents, and that's an amazing and congratulations to Malaki, your son, and we're looking forward to the season. I got
Yep.
for those of you that I'm officially got my first to receive the lava. So go.
Fours up.
There we go.
UCLA.
There you go. So we're looking forward to Madeline and Malaki this coming year.
Yeah, stay tuned.
And to the rest of the boys, congratulations. Let's keep on going. Thank you, sis.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh,
Thank
thank you. I hope that was good.
That was perfect. That was perfect.